Hey, it's Dan Brzezowski. Welcome back to the podcast. Today I'm talking about focus. I'll see you on the inside.
Welcome.
Attention, please.
Welcome aboard.
Welcome to the No Comfort Zone podcast. It's time to get out of your comfort zone and live on purpose. Broadcasting to the world from Rockford, Illinois. This is your wake-up call.
Warning.
You are the solutions to all your problems. Stop thinking average. Become the hero version of yourself. Every day, every time, without fail, no exceptions. It all matters. You've entered the No Comfort Zone. It's time for a reality check.
Man, talk about a beautiful day. I get to drive through the countryside. Cornfields on my left and right. It's beautiful outside. It's 86 degrees. It's sunny. A little hazy right now. This is your weather report from the Midwest. Hey, this is Dan Brzezowski. Welcome back to the podcast, The No Comfort Zone. Success and motivation to help and inspire you to get from point A to point B, whatever that means for you. Today, I'm sitting here thinking about, what am I experiencing right now? So guess what? I'm going to share it with you on this episode, and I hope you get a lot of fun out of it. Thanks so much for all the new listeners. Greatly appreciate it. New Jersey, what's going on in New Jersey, man? Blowing up. Same thing with Norway, all over the world, really. I'm experiencing some pretty good growth, and I just wanted to thank you for that. Greatly appreciate it. Anybody who's willing to give me a 5-star rating and a kick-ass review so other super cool people just like you who are trying to go from point A to point B, trying to make life happen in the direction they want it to, man, that'll help them find that and get to me so much easier. And maybe it might help somebody dealing with a little bit of adversity who's struggling through. Your rating, your review just might ping them to listen to the show. And that's my hope. So check this out. Focus. That is what today's show is all about. Focus. What are you focusing on? I sometimes will focus about things that I have learned in my past. Challenges and adversities that I've gone through. What was the real lesson? You spend a minute, you spend a moment on that. That's great, but that's it. You don't live in it. You don't re-go through it over and over again. I spent too much of my life, my adult life, going through the would-haves, the could-haves, the should-haves, and also, why did this happen to me? And then I realized, what am I focusing on? Either you can focus on the problem, or you can focus on the solution. My suggestion, focus on the solution. There's an acronym that I learned from a video course I was taking, and it said focus. The acronym was FOCUS. FOCUS. Follow one course until successful. Follow one course until successful. Nothing could be more said than that. It is so easy to get distracted by everyone and everything. So you're going to have a good mental picture of where it is you want to go, and you're going to have to focus on that daily and keep your attention in that direction so that you can begin to have some success, some momentum, I should say, then have some success, maybe sex too, but have some focus on where you want to go, then take some action. Well, let's just follow the blueprint. Become aware of where you're at. Here's where I'm at, and here's where I want to go. Then identify what exactly it is that you've gotten into the place that you're at, and spend only a minute and a moment there. Identify where it is that you want to go. Have that really good mental picture about where it is in your life you want to, the house, the car, the relationship, the friends. Have that clarity, that actual obsession of where you want to go, and make that your possession. And what you're going to find out is that as you keep going and you make those decisions, I don't know what it's called. It is a part of your brain. I don't know what it's called. It's the base of your brain. The reticular, whatever it is. It just starts to find solutions. When you give the brain a problem and you say, this is where I want to go, it basically makes you aware of all those things that are available to you to help you get where it is where you want to go. And I'm so embarrassed that I don't know the name of it because I've been reading a little bit about it. But anyway, As you move forward and as we focus on where it is you want to go, you realize you're going to have some obstacles and objections. That's where your character comes in. That's where the don't quit. That's where the inspiration. That's where you call a friend and you say, hey man, I'm having trouble in this life. Those 5 people that you want to be closest to are the ones that where you want to be most like. Those are the ones that you reach out to, your support group, and say, here's where I'm at. Here's where I'm going. Here's the challenges I'm facing, and see if you can come up with a solution to keep moving forward. Because at the end, did you move forward, and when life happened, did you get back up, and did you keep leaning into it? I mean, think about it. If you continue to focus on where it is that you want to go in your life, and you work towards it, what's going to happen in the long run is you're going to realize your dreams. You have to have that fixed picture in your mind. You can't be random and you can't be vague. Clarity really is power, according to Anthony Robbins, and I'm going to go with it. Clarity is power. And then again, let your obsessions become your possessions. What it is that you want, what are you working for, and when are you going to get it? Like, you almost have to act as if you're experiencing it now, so you can have that amazing level of gratitude in your life where you can say to yourself, I'm already living in it without actually having it. And by having this amazing belief, this huge faith, this wonderful sense of gratitude, you're going to start to experience those things. This isn't about manifesting things that pop up in your life. This is about knowing what you want and working towards it, as men can do. You know, a tree has pretty much, that's the tree's life. You know, your tree is going to grow up, with water and whatever it needs. You know, I'm not a botanist, but, that's it. A tree can be a tree. But as a man, you can do whatever it is that you will put your mind to. I want you to know that. And if you're down in the dumps right now, quit thinking about being down in the dumps and look for that light. Where do you need to go? I used to have countless conversations with my mom when things were going tough for me. And she would say, oh, Dan, you just need a break. And I said, yeah, Mom, I need a break. The light at the end of the tunnel is near. And what I was really saying is that the light at the end of my life is near, that I'm done. Isn't that a horrible place to be? Until I started to say to myself, I wasn't put on this earth to be miserable, to be depressed, to be lonely, to be broke. I wasn't put on that's not why God made me. And I truly believe that. So I started to focus on the solutions. What do I need to do? I need to change my playground, man. The people that I'm hanging around with, I need to change. I need to be around some go-getters. And in my life, I have some really highly ambitious go-getting people. So much that I've even hired a few coaches that have helped me along the way. In addition to that, I got to change my environment. So I completely did. I moved from point A to point B. And again, after a while of being there, I'm not comfortable anymore. I'm ready to go to point C now. And I want you to know something too, is that, getting complacent for me is a bad thing. I always want to go to the next place, but I have to remember one thing that's hard for me. I have to be grateful for where I'm at. Because when you think about this for a minute, if you quit now, if I stopped exactly where I'm at now, which I'm not gonna, and I hope you don't either, remember, there was a point in time in your life where you would have given anything to be in the position you're at right now. And if you quit, that's exactly what happens. You go right back to point A, and it's worse because now you've been there and you've done that and you have that to go down. A friend of mine and I were talking the other day about a guy who won the lottery and did some crazy things with his money. Put a smash-up derby in his backyard, built a catapult, lavish parties, the most expensive champagne. We probably even know people about that in our normal life. Squandered all of his money. Now he's making bread over in London, England, or somewhere around there. And not to fault the guy, but every day he wakes up, is he thinking about, man, I used to be a millionaire, and now I'm not. But I had fun. Or is it regret? I don't know. I just know this. I know that wealth is an important part of my life, and I hope it's an important part of yours, because when you have wealth, you can help more people. I wouldn't be able to do this podcast the way that I'm doing it if I didn't have means to do it. That's me personally. Somebody else might be able to figure some things out. But in order for me to get where I'm at, I've had a lot of people helping me to get to this point. And those people are the ones by design that I've let into my life that have helped me either through the relationships, through skill sets, just through being ambitious, whatever those 5 people are. I had focused on every part of what is going to help me be successful. And what I've come to the realization of, it's the people that are in my life. It's the choices and decisions that I've made. But more importantly, I've come up with the idea of I know where I'm at and I know where I want to go. and everything in the middle is focus. Am I focused on going to point B? Really, there's a lot that we talked about in this podcast, but I'll tell you what, today's the day that you can really think about this for a minute. If you follow one course until successful, what would that mean for you? And if you need help with that, if you want to lay out a plan, if you just want to bounce an idea or a goal off of somebody you don't know who to call, I am the guy that you get on my calendar at thenocomfortzone.com. And it's like that genie in the bottle. If you've got a goal, if you've got a dream, if you have an ambition, and you want to put together a plan, that's where you go. We get on the phone for a half an hour. I'm going to give you everything I possibly can to help you, set you in the right direction, identify some things that you might need in order for you to get there, help with some decisions you need to make, some immediate ones, and then put together a quick action plan of where you need to go in order to achieve what you want so you can be where you want to be. What do you want to be? What do you want to do? And what do you want to have? That's what it comes down to. But the best version of yourself, the absolute best version of yourself is right on the outside of your comfort zone. So I'm going to tell you, today's the day you get out of your comfort zone and you live on purpose.
Say goodbye.
Want more of the No Comfort Zone? You can follow Dan on Instagram and Twitter at NoComfortZone1.
Bye.
Or on the web at thenocomfortzone.com.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening to the No Comfort Zone podcast.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.